coming. Thank you for coming here for the last day in the morning. I really appreciate that. I'm here representing Misyon Bank of Turkey. As you will see in your agenda, our CEO Önder Demir was expected to make this presentation, but he wasn't able to do it, so I will present it today. I'm EVP Digital Assets Executive Vice President of Misyon Bank Turkey. As some of you already know, Turkey has one of the highest crypto penetration and crypto population in Europe, with 12 million customers, crypto trading customers in 3 or 4 big exchanges with 5 million or above customers, and more than 10 exchanges, 10 crypto exchanges, so which was coming from 5 or 6 years ago. So this is a really crypto country, but the regulation is newly issued 3 months ago, so the licenses are currently being given. Misyon Bank is the first bank to get the licenses in crypto, and we have investment banking license, we have crypto custody license, and we have crypto trading and tokenization licenses from Capital Markets Board of Turkey, which makes us a distinguished player in this ecosystem in Turkey, in crypto ecosystem. So I want to mention this happened thanks to Avalanche and Avalanche, and so I want to extend my thanks to them for their great support in our projects and continued support for the next projects coming. So now let's get into what are the banks doing in crypto space and what we are doing as Misyon Bank. And during this time, we will show you a small video. As you see, in the last 10 years, we have seen a slow but revolutionary developments in crypto adoption of governments and finance industry. However, the real change for the financial institutions has started in the last 2-3 years as digital assets moved to the front lines with major shifts in regulation globally. Countries like Singapore, Switzerland, UK, Dubai, and the US are all jumping in with their own projects in blockchain and for finance industry. Take Singapore's Project Guardian, I'm sure most of you already know, where tokenization is being tested across a range of sectors, across many big banks, from cross-border money transfers to asset management. SEC approval in US for Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs was one of the most important milestones. Central bank digital currencies are also becoming a huge part of this movement, and currently more than 130 countries are testing CBDCs in their countries. Our government in Turkey and financial institutions in Turkey are also trying to be an important player in this global ecosystem. As I said, only 3 months ago, the Turkish parliament passed a whole new crypto law, and just before the new regulation was issued, we completed the setup of Taurus custody platform and the POC with Avalanche to tokenize Turkish bonds. Now, following the regulation, we are adjusting our platforms accordingly. But before that, let's talk about the evolving role of financial institutions in the world of blockchain and assets. Traditionally, banks and financial institutions have always been cautious observers for new technologies and watching the new technologies as they emerge. This was the same for blockchain. And for many years, banks even didn't want to talk about it, simply seeing it as a crypto hype. But now we are no longer on the sidelines, and financial institutions like ours are stepping up and becoming the architects of blockchain-enabled solutions. This shift is critical, because the trust and stability that the financial institutions bring to the table will ultimately drive the mainstream. Let's look at the different areas of financial institutions involving in blockchain technology. Faster cross-border transactions, where Santander works with Xrabit for blockchain-based payment system. JP Morgan's 24-hour treasury services. Crypto-backed loans from Nexocard is a revolutionary thing, and blockchain loans, crypto loans are really a good area and emerging area in financial system. Property finance by Swedish government is an important example. Supply chain and finance and trade settlement is something that most of the countries are working, but there's a long way to go. And crypto-based loyalty systems are also important area for financial institutions. Now let's talk about tokenization and maybe the most exciting frontier in blockchain technology. We are digitizing everything, from real estate and bonds to gold and even art with tokenization in banking. What's revolutionary about this is that opens up access to investments that we were once limited only to upper end of the pyramid. The private customers, ultra network customers were able to reach most of the more valuable financial products. But now it's currently open to everyone thanks to tokenization. Bonds are one of the most important areas that the big banks focus. Société Générale tried issuance and trading of bonds in a digital format on blockchain platforms. There are many examples of this with different banks. There's gold tokenization with Pax Gold and Tether. There are different companies working with banks or out of the banks, but banks are trying to be involved in gold tokenization. HSBC deployed their gold tokenization product for their gold trading in Hong Kong. Real estate trading is also an important area. Aspen in US is an important example. Agricultural commodities are being traded in financial institutions with blockchain because financial institutions were a bit hard to do this with the existing systems. Now they can do this with higher liquidity and market access for agricultural commodities. SWIFT and Chainlink also see that this revolution, blockchain revolution, will change the game. So they are trying to get involved as well. Artwork and collectible tokenization is something not new, but banks and asset management companies are also trying to be in this game too. And at Misyon, we believe tokenization will not remain as just an alternative technology in the future, but will change the investment and payments totally. We believe that 100% of payments and investments will be migrated to blockchain in less shortened than in 1 day in the next 10 years. So we are adjusting our plans accordingly. So as Misyon Bank, we saw the digital asset revolution coming early. So we built one of the most advanced digital asset custody infrastructures around in Turkey and around our region. We teamed up with industry leader Swiss company Taurus for crypto custody and some of the top universities in Turkey to create a secure, scalable platform for custody and creating multi-sig wallets for companies, for exchanges, and for private individuals. And we didn't stop there, of course. As I told, tokenization is an important area for us. We partnered with Avalanche to create the region's first tokenization platform, which can handle everything from bonds to real estate and commodities. This platform isn't just secure, it's designed to scale, meaning we can easily integrate with various financial institutions and industries. And we are preparing our tokenization services as a service, giving them as a service to other banks, other institutions, to tokenize their assets or to list other tokenized assets in their platforms with our APIs. Our approach is simple. We start with secure custody, secondly then move to the tokenization, and finally offer new services. So ultimately we are aiming to offer new services like cross-border payments, individual payment, card payment connected tokenization, and derivatives in wealth management area using tokenized assets. So we are ready for whatever comes next in the digital asset space, and we are leading the change with solutions that add real value for global investors. Banking has evolved, but now we are seeing a real revolution. We saw the banking from, especially in late 20s, 2020, and after that, thanks to maybe, let's say, after the pandemic, because from the rise of mobile investment to the explosion of crypto, the pandemic pushed all into a more digital financial world, especially in investments and wealth management area and asset management area. And tokenization is about to take this even further. We are heading in the future where up to 10% of global GDP could be tokenized by 2027. Estimations forecasts say that with tokenized assets will reach 6 trillion to 15 trillion in 2030. This can seem a bit high forecast, but believe me, it's not high because total wealth in the world is more than $5 trillion. So it's not too high to expect that 10 to 20 trillion of tokenized assets will be traded, will be in customers' vaults in next 5 to 10 years. There will be a massive shift in how we think about finance, ownership, and governance. And during my 20 years of banking career, I witnessed revolutionary developments like internet banking and mobile banking, but this time it's different because this time it's decentralized. The change is decentralized, and it's more exciting to shape this globally integrated financial revolution before our eyes. I mentioned several times our tokenization project, but now I will talk a bit more about Misyon's Eurobond tokenization project, which was a POC a few months ago with Avalanche. I'm especially proud to share this because this is one of the biggest achievements in our industry this year. Turkey's first tokenized Eurobond, tokenized Turkish bonds, powered by Avalanche, is a groundbreaking project because it makes high-yield and short-term Turkish assets accessible to global investors in a way that's both secure and scalable. Let's say there are 2 to 3 years term bonds with 8 to 15% yields in Turkey in US dollars or in euros. So this is a big opportunity for most of the investors, financial institutions, institutional investors or private investors, but they cannot easily reach this. Even small investors now can easily reach these bonds globally. By tokenizing this Eurobond, while increasing liquidity, we have improved transparency and opened up new opportunities for many investors in the world. And this is just the beginning, of course. We are showing the world that traditional financial instruments can be tokenized, bringing more efficiency and accessibility to capital markets, and especially can link emerging markets with developed markets or vice versa. So, as we wrap up, it's clear that blockchain and tokenization are not just the passing trends. They represent fundamental shifts in the way we think about finance. At Misyon, we are proud to be part of this transformation, working with partners like Avalanche and Taurus to bring these innovations to life. We are sure that the future is here, the future for banking, the future for asset management, the future for brokerage is here. So we are unlocking opportunities we could have imagined. Thank you for your time, and I want to remind that as Misyon Bank, we are open to collaboration in all areas, in all regions. Our aim is to develop financial institutions in the world, in Turkey, and in our region. Thank you very much.